Hello everybody. Little bit unplanned video. I had someone that messaged me, and I'm gonna read you the message, and I'm gonna respond this because I see that quite often things like this happen. Basically, the title of this is why did the runner, when you reconnected with them, they tell you to go yourself or stay away from them. Um, I will read you the message, and I post it on a Facebook, and I see again that the people reacting of their point of view, which is good because that way we have a great input. I love the way that works as a community because that way when we have different inputs over the same problem, we actually present a multi-dimensional view over the problem, which is like, for example, this is my latest tarot deck that I bought for me. I do a tarot, but only for certain people. Don't have time to do a tarot reading, so if you're looking for a tarot reading, you need to hold on yourself. But anyway, I'm talking about that when you see as a multi-dimensional picture, you see it from here, 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 you see from here. So when you put a question out there, out into the community as a twin flame community, you see a lot of inputs comes in, a lot of it talking to it, but you need to provide some more information. So I asked the person, it's like, can I share what you wrote to me in a post so the people can see what it is? And she agreed into it. And I told her, I'm gonna make a video specifically about this because people need to understand that some of the things that's going on, why they're going on, and why everybody's triggers right now about the new moon that it's coming in tomorrow. We're gonna have a new moon on Leo. I'm gonna make some video a little later on about this, but for right now, let's go back to the question. I'm gonna read it to you. I am a twin flame. I have experienced almost everything as a twin flame. However, when I met him, I was married and I chased him, and he ran. Then sadly, my husband passed away last year. It's almost been a year since he passed. I did text my twin and I told him that my husband passed, and I also found out that he just got in a relationship. So I wish him the best, and then I blocked him from Messenger, even though he wasn't going to respond it anyway. Then, this year in June, I asked him on a Snapchat, and he accepted. And he waited the whole week to ask me who I was and how we knew each other. He found out it was me, and he told me to leave him alone. Please help me. I'm giving up. I don't understand. So, here what I see in the whole story. Okay. Typically, as most of the twin flames stories is that when you meet and you have this love between each other, and you have this internal fights, and when he's ready to love you, and he gives you everything, and you do not respond, usually the male runner feels abandoned, and when they feel abandoned, they go back to the pain when they were abandoned from their mother, and now they attach this pain from that abandonment with the pain from you on the top of this, and you open up some big emotional wounds inside of it, and since you become a silent as a female, and it's no context, no everything, all of a sudden when you go back into it, that wound, you stick the knife right there on that wound, and you tell them, hey, you remember me. And that pain, if it's not healed by the person, they're really gonna tell you stay the away from me, simply because that pain is still there. And I try to tell in a few of the people what to do. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Um, the biggest part that is that sometimes you need to understand that during this process, this is a part of what creates the separation. Because the separation is the process. It's like you don't appreciate the love you have. You do not appreciate the love you have. Well, you go ahead and deal with this abandonment, and you go ahead and deal with your silence. And this is the parts of that separation. And the female now has to figure out her silence, and he has to overcome the fear, comes out of this silence and reconnect it to her twin. And he has to overcome his abandonment, and wants his twin flame contact him to be okay. I got it. I understand. I I figured out that you have to deal with things. But the biggest part is you need to explain more the information. You can't just go ahead and say sorry. This in this case, she just wrote him sorry, and without an explanation, a little bit more deep. You need to understand that the male has a very tendency that when he's hurt, he goes to the man's cave. And if you try to get him out of that man's cave, he's gonna tell you, I need to stay there. I need to stay in my cave. Don't bugger me. Stay away from me. Get away. And you need to understand that this cave, it is about he to try to find the answers for himself on his own. The best thing to do on this case, like right now, it's write a small letter. It's like, I'm sorry, I apologize for my silence. I know you love me. I didn't understand that the love that was between me and you. I understand that you're dealing with the wounds that I caused you. I'm just here for you. And when you're ready and you're willing to talk with me, I'll be more too glad you and I with you go ahead and get our conversation started, and we can see what we can do about this situation, because this is a unfinished business. This is not like something that just come and go. It will haunt you. Okay, here's the quote. I wrote it a while back. You may run away from me, um, but your body, your heart, with your body in your heart, but your soul is always gonna look for me, because this is where your soul find its home. And for a lot of the twin flames, the soul look for its home. And when it knows as vibration where the home is, the situation's turning around. And the part when the runner becomes the chaser and goes back to the runner, it's gonna be a pain. Because pain separates you, pain will put you back together. But you have to understand, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself, you need to forgive him. Because if you don't forgive yourself, nobody else will ever will. That guilt conscious link inside of you will always gonna be there. And that is the part of your understanding. You have to look at it to that part. And there is nothing wrong. You can say, I hope you forgive me. There is nothing wrong with to put your pride in your back pocket and admit there was your fault. There is nothing wrong about that. It is about you to be your true self. And you have to understand that this kind of wounds, you are right there to heal them on a way. But you also have to give it a time to the person to heal that wound of abandonment. You don't know how bad they are. My personal experience as a wound of abandonment, that was huge. I mean, huge. I was abandoned by my parents. I was given to my grandparents to they can raise me. I until the age of 14, 15, when I begin to go ahead and discover my parents, I was too already too late. So that abandonment part, that part of son mother, son father relationships never existed. And when she abandoned me, plus all the rest of the soul connections I had, they abandoned me. Holy crap, I went through a lot of stuff. But you overcome it. Now, that doesn't bother me. If you want to let me go, you let me go. The pain, you learn with it. It's not a pain anymore, it's your understanding. Somebody doesn't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. Somebody says, can we just be a friends? Well, okay, good, we can just be a friends. You're accepting, you're different, you evolve. But before that part, you need to understand that you have to give it time to heal these wounds. You have to find your inner child. The best case to find your inner child and to heal it, find a picture of yourself, if that's for you, or that is another person. Tell them to find a picture of themselves where they're 3, 4, but they're happy. Have them to look that picture, a picture inside of themselves, and when they find that inner child inside of them, to talk. It's like, hey, it is okay. You're not abandoned. You're loved. Look at you become this grown man. You become this happiness inside. You become this love inside of you, and you heal. You finally accept you're not abandoned, and when you're accepting that part of abandonment, then you will understand that your twin flame did not abandon you. Your twin told you, fix your stuff, fix your crap before it come to me. So in this case right now, what happened is because of her husband passed away, she had to reconnect back. She fixed her silence. And when her silence was there, she was like, you know what? I fixed my problem. Let's reconnect and see how the problem goes. He's like, stay away from me. I'm not done. My problem is not fixed. I'm so much in pain, I don't see anything. The ego, for me, it's pain. Stay away from me. And the female, though, feels that pain. And the mother instinct kicks inside of it. And when the mother instinct kicks on, she wants to be more and more and more and more trying to help. On this case, you need to understand that you have to allow the male to be alone. He to get out of the cage. He to get out of that cave. The only thing that you can do is, hey, I understand you're in a man's cave. The man usually run when he have a problem in that man's cave. I'm sorry for what I did to you. I apologize for whatever happened between us. I hope you forgive me. but I still have feelings for you. I love you. It's nothing wrong you to admit your feelings to the one you love. That's what this expressions is. That's what these writings is. That's why this connections is of it. So that way you can tell that person is like, you know what? Here, I understand you have a pain. When you're ready, you want to come out and talk to me, I will be there for you. And that's kind of nothing wrong with that part. And when the male comes out, you will try to talk out, to figure out the problems. And usually you learn this part when you're married. When you have conflicts with your husband, then you guys go in a restaurant or you go someplace in a movie, dinner, you talk about this. That's not much different on the twin flames, how the things are fixed. It just takes communications. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope help you, some of you, to understand this process. I find this as a very common, and I hopefully good luck with your journey. Be love.